Check it out. I'm making some real progress here. I ran out of welding wire on my Hobart, so I'm using old titanium. My titanium welder is better than a Hobart, really. I get better welds on it. Anyway, I got that part from last. I got that mounted. I ended up using that pipe, and I was in a mental block. I remember I was talking about that edge of the pipe. The edge is, the cut edge is makes it less, the diameter smaller. I wasn't even thinking straight. I kept on thinking I had to cut it off on the inside. I says, well shoot, why don't I just cut it? I just cut that on the other end. I cut like a quarter inch at most off that, and it, with my die grinder, it makes a smooth cut, so it gets rid of that ridge right there. So it worked out perfect right there. And then this one, right, crazy idea right here, I just used a clamp and I welded it on the top of there, and the other one for a brace. But I'm thinking about my idea for the nuts. I don't know if it's going to work out, because it puts a lot of, when I was putting this on, the steering wheel on, it puts a lot of upward pressure on this thing. And so you don't think about the forces that involved until you try to start using it, you know. So anyway, it's coming together. All right, bye. My substitute for a washer, a bed frame connection. It had the cleat on that side, and I cut that piece in half. I have a left and right. So what I do is just weld this onto here and on the bottom, and then drill the hole a little bit bigger, and then weld a bolt to it, and voila. Pretty cool. I got the studs, one stud on this side and a bolt on that side welded on, and this one, that side right there, I said, well, I gotta get this thing precise, because I rounded out the hole on that plate, and so I stuck this in underneath it before I welded it, and got some height so I can gain access to the side, welded on the side. But check it out. The movie, take two. Or take 59. But you get this thing rounded up there, and it's crooked. It's welded pipe, and it's not like anything straight, but it goes through. There it goes. Right there, like that. And then this thing, which happened to be the right length. I didn't even cut this. This is just leftover piece. And then a couple screws. I was thinking of a steering wheel at first. I was thinking of, this is what I was thinking of for a steering wheel, like right there. But this is copper, pretty, and this is, you know, I could cut it off and everything. I could bolt it, but then the bolts would be on your hands. It would not. You could be one of the solutions, but it wouldn't work. And then I thought, well, shoot, let's get a bar. I happened across this bar as another piece, and I said, what if I just weld that to that, and a couple of screws, you know, and then I can round it so it's a better weld. Round this down so it fits the pipe, get it even, and then it's easier to sit on it, and then there's your steering right there. Voila. Perfect. Okay, that's it for now. Here's a crazy steering wheel. I might, I don't know what I bent these. I might trim that up, cut that off on both ends, you know, like an inch or so. So that looks pretty good. And it's easier to get up on the seat. And I was thinking about putting my, you know, welding that 1-inch box tubing, square tubing across there, but I'm not as limber as my younger days, so the legs I could foresee is going to go over. So hopefully it's not won't interfere with the steering wheel. Anyway, so making good progress. Pretty cool. Bye. Okay, the final look at this and my progress here so far. So I got the plate on, and it's got a 3/8 inch stud on each side, so it's easy access. And I have to paint that a little bit. It got bare metal, I just now noticed it. So I got to paint that, a little touch-up paint. A touch-up paint on that. I found a longer bolt. My idea is kind of working, but it's, well, I put another angle right there, so there's a little bit of play. I could slide it forward like maybe 3 inches there. So your ideas don't exactly work what you have in mind, you know, but it is what it is, you know. But the steering, I got the steering, I got those ends cut off, so that's looking good. So it steers left and right there, and then it is easier to get on the seat, that's for sure. But next step is to apply a motor. I think of like an electric motor to drive that wheel, the bike wheels. So I don't know if the chain matches that. You know, I have to do some research on that. Anyway, that's the progress. I got got a roller now. All right, bye. Well, today's July 30th. I don't know if does July have 31 days? I don't remember. Anyway, towards the end of July, and this is it. This is how it looks at the end. Well, the end of this video. I don't know when I'm going to get back to this. I got too many other projects going on. So this is the final shot of this one for a while. It's a pretty cool little project. I liked it a lot. I used the 3 wheels that I had. I like to use what I have. So anyway, it turned out pretty good. I just need to get it drivable. I cut the ends off and make it look a little bit prettier on the steering. But I think it looks pretty good. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.